What if we genuinely decide a dude and then find out he's broke? Then we're fucked.
Listen,
you know
here's the thing.
Like,
yeah, here's the problem. While that is a great question.
Right.
The problem with this is, especially in the way AI works today, figuring out whether or not a dude is broke is so easy, and hardly any of you really check. I'm not gonna lie. Too many of you, not you in this room, obviously none of you in this room would ever do this. Too many ladies in general have a dude with a fake Richard Mille. Well, so many of you have done this. I know there's this app called Parallel Lives where it looks like there's thousands of people watching you live stream on Instagram, and guys use this, and the women are throwing themselves at them and having sex with these dudes.
Parallel Lives.
Parallel Live.
And it live.
It's Ethan Kaiser built that. He's been on with us before. I'm just like, there's just.
But if the money was unknown.
No, the money it's easy to know. All you have to do
would
is you see
nice
Crypto Bro in his
money.
IG, and he doesn't have any money. Like,
We're not
so
gonna be
obvious.
nice.
I'm gonna be real with you. Just like me, and I'll just or have a friend who an accountant. I promise you, no one can sneak shit past her. I promise you, no one can sneak. I promise you, credit score, whether or not there's a lien on the house, all that shit. I promise you, she's gonna know whether or not. Get you a female friend who's an accountant.
She's my friend.
And
so if a guy's playing you and he's lying, and I'm not saying you, of course, but if he's lying and he's not got money or whatever its situation is, you're attracting that. You're picking that.
Nobody got time for that.
Every time a girl comes to me and she's like, "Oh, I thought this dude had money," and I go check his IG, I can tell in 10 seconds this guy doesn't have money. It's so odd. You could look up the license plate on the Lambo he rented. It's so easy, especially with AI. And these women are just like they want to believe it. So gullible. Just dude, have one guy friend or just a female friend who's maybe an accountant or a financial planner and be like, "Hey, do you think this guy really has money?" We can tell. Dude, I've worked in finance for 9 years.
You admit a lot of guys,
of course, they
fake
do.
their lifestyle, fake how they are to attract girls, and then you guys
Like
wonder why we don't want to be nice to everybody.
Most guys do.
I hate to say this, but I think if a man has a big enough buck, she will.
I don't. Okay,
that is true, and
sure.
I hate to say that, but that is the way it goes.
Women, it's about money. It's about money. Yeah. Oh, girl, I thought we were going somewhere else. I thought we were going somewhere else.
I was like, wait,
we're already going viral now, but that was.
It's the truth. A woman want men to be providers, like you said. No matter how much money women make, they want a man to make a little bit more.
I don't disagree with her, but there's more to it, right? Because what you're saying is true. They will absolutely compromise whatever if they've got more money. That's pretty common. You guys know that. We can all probably attest to that. But again, I'm
hiding my Rolex.
I do believe that most women are actually looking for love. Most women are actually looking for relationships, and they might the guy that's a provider. And yes, those things are on the list for women, absolutely. But they will compromise things like attraction. They will compromise those things for things like financial stability, money, and whatever. And that still puts you in the category of divorce for me. Picking the wrong relationship, entertaining the wrong people. It sets you up for failure, even though you're looking for security needs. That's why I think, going back to my earlier point, why attraction really does matter for women.
Okay, but what happens, it doesn't even matter how hot the guy is initially or whatever. When you get married and after a few years, that polarity dies. So it's like, I feel like those things come.
Well, who says it dies? Like, who says that dies? Like, I was lucky enough to see my grandparents be madly in love with each other and still attraction. Now, I think it might change, it be the same, but like the way that we're measuring it now versus how we're going to measure it when we're 90, it's probably going to be still pretty compatible.
Right. But can I say this real quick? Because there's a different rule of thumb, and I hope you'll see also what the ladies say. But men fall in love with women they're attracted to. Women become attracted to them that they love.
That's
okay.
True. Not necessarily.
But most women are not most women will find a man that's not necessarily the hottest guy, because we know it's the person get in your head. He can make you feel good.
You know what?
He could charm you.
You're right, but I feel like that's part of the problem. I feel like that's part of the problem, because we as women, and I talk to my ladies about this all the time, like it's okay for a guy to choose for looks and attractiveness and all this, but women, somehow it's more acceptable for those things not to us, to let a guy grow on you. If you've got to start a relationship letting a guy grow on you, not fully being into him, not fully being attracted to him, you're already off on the wrong foot. You should absolutely want to bang that dude.
Thank you. A little bit of context.
Say it again for the people in the back.
A little bit of context. Her boyfriend is the most attractive man in all of Clark County. Like it's not even.
Yeah.
Wait,
You've seen her boyfriend several times on billboards.
Yeah.
No homo.
So I think that just as much as men should be the head, there's a part. I mean, and again, I'm a very independent woman. I've made my own money, but I can certainly appreciate a man who has traditional values in that sense, and I will respect that and love that, and actually appreciate it. Matter of fact, the thing is, that me working in the casino business for so long and being around very, very wealthy men,
Loyal, wealthy men.
I'm not going to call them all loyal. Some of them are. Some of them are.
For
Okay.
sure.
There are some really good men out there that
There
have
are.
a ton of money. But they're very principally driven men. But having said that, they are not batting an eye. They are not sweating whether or not a woman's a gold digger. They are financially secure. They don't care. They would much rather provide, take care of a woman.
Yeah.
They don't care about all this gold digger conversation. They don't need to care. It's just different. Now,
Yeah.
What's worse, a drug dealer or drug addict? There's some people who are into that. Some men make money and they want the girl who likes that they make money. So, I think that if women are honest, no matter how successful we are, we want a provider in our lives. Ladies might hate this a little bit, but if you want a certain caliber of man, you got to level up yourself.
I agree 100%,
okay?
100%.
Because there's a lot of girls who out there, and I've seen them, that they're not taking care of themselves, kind of like what you were saying earlier. And women don't want to hear that because, we get in our feelings about it.
You got to reflect what you want to attract.
But listen, there are certain places I'm not going because I'm not trying to attract those kind of men in my life, period.
Exactly.
But I hold myself up to a certain standard. So I'm not gonna go beneath my own standard because it's how I'm showing up. Now I'm not gonna have a man in my life with expectation because now I'm gonna put pressure on him when I'm not even at that level. So it's like, if you're looking for something in your life, you got to look at yourself first. Like what you said earlier about, like, you would rather play poor, so to speak, and make sure the woman was integral, because I think intention is everything.
Yes.
And when women just want men for money, because I'm not suggesting that, when you just want a man for money, then you're just being transactional.
Well, I'm a
Men
whore.
money, looking for something, they can smell that a mile
It's
away
just not
too.
genuine.
Yeah.